the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Ready.
They'll run with a rookie from BYU, Tyler Algier. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 22.
Although he was picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ridder was actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker who reads defenses well, and with all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked up a proven winner.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Falcons at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Byrd to return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Bird to return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ritter's throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go!
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Bird. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Back to the ground now. Patterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Algier. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! Demir Bird, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 22, Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Right, 97.
Throwing his Lance on third down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Throwing on first down is Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ready.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Black shot. Blue striker.
They'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Red cycle. Watcher, six.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Let's go. Hey, cross you.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Red, yellow, white, white.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
2nd and 8.
Hey, computer. Cut.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Damiere Byrd with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Koo now for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
Ready?
Patterson running between the tackles. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 15. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On the double.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, you can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Lance finding Kittle, 1st down San Francisco.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route,
He's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Lance now on first down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, it's Lance. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And some room to roam now. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fields it right around the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up a throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Give to Patterson, running to the right. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He'll drop to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st down, Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Patterson on the draw play. No gain on the play there. Second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Third down, here's Patterson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking downfield for Jones. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Completes it to Samuel. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. It's a room to maneuver. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Ready up.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Blue striker. Red striker.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ready. Ready.
The Lance going to throw. And he fins him off. He's got the connection to Moore. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Here we go.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Here's Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And some room to work. Still going. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 58 yards. And the 49ers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Not much leg here. Fields it. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory.
Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You cloud chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, not no kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough. Damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2 that's like 4. They be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent dude. Rent got them doing. That's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh yeah. I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play. All don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
It's alright, man.
Can you go to court? Get it now.
Cool. I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked, don't find it. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, they still wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other time. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw 'em off like I'm standing on a picture mine. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, make the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the full.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full. Yeah.
trying to get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby to make a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress blockchain, holding like you knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back into it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. But that to me don't give a shit about a hater. Let them like the in my face. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. You both saying with the lips. Really became a boss many years back when I'm gone. Can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system, let's turn it up a little louder, turn it up. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour to the enemy shore. From Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. It hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly tops looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tank when I ride, ducking the fade. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread hate.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 cribbin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime, Mythic Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That finest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and it's time
shepherd. No, there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive. The streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united. Allegiant my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. This Tito, she a pack. Finna, guaranteed. Move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that. In the mirror, oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell. Getting done. Keep it blunt enough. You can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tus raperos favoritos paniqueados, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate quién hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody funny do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo, Dios es mi testigo. I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The trust, wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth, then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings, my team is the truth, but they some liars to you, and they never sing, but they always shoot, and all of their diamonds are new, and that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it, and I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise.